Today we'll be reviewing this Magnum 385 tractor from Ertl. Now this is going to be your standard play edition toy. No high detail, nothing. This is something that a collector could appreciate, or you could give to a young kid who's going to beat the far out of it. That's what it's made for. So this thing is not a prestige or anything like that, just standard edition. So first of all, we do get Magnum 385 up here and a nice picture of a real one on a planter. So that looks nice and sharp. Then on the rear, we do get some statistics. I miss having the collector's card. I wish this had that instead of just the packaging, but you can see there 8.7 liter engine, rated at 385 horsepower, maximum boost 435, and PTO power 320. So let's get this thing out of the package. Just a nice simple blister pack. So here it is, Magnum 385, the, I believe, second largest tractor in the Case Magnum lineup currently. And this unit is going to be pretty much the same Magnum toy that's been around for a little while, mainly just a decal sticker change. So we'll kind of go over that here as we go through it. But first of all, you know, the more modern Magnums have this fancier grille, kind of looks like Spider-Man's face to me, than the older Magnums. But I'll show you, here's an example of a 380 Magnum with the older style grille. So this 380 would have been a predecessor. And then it's got that, so you can see a difference here in that grille, as well as cab difference, GPS difference, and stuff like that. The hood, you know, you get some detail up there. 385, nice stripe, Case IH Magnum. Got a fuel cap down here, air breather, or a big old exhaust. This one does have duals on the front and back, and I really like these duals. They've been out, you know, on these Case toys for a while, but I think these duals are just so realistic, so sharp looking. Nice row crop duals, nice weights on them. I just really like the looks of these versus some of the other tractors. Here's a 310 Magnum, and I do not like these tires. I think these tires are a little chunky looking, a little excessive, a little too fat. And so I really like the style on this 385 versus what's on this 310 here. As you can also see, the interior there, not a lot of detail as far as color or anything, but you do get a nice steering wheel, all the controls over there on the right-hand side of the seat. You got some pedals on the floor, so the detail's all there, just not really colored up nice. I'll bring in a 380 Magnum Farm Show Edition. I can't recall the year of this, but it's got that same newer style grille, but you can see how it has a little higher paint detail in the cab there, as well as some stickers and stuff. And this toy does not have that. The detail is there, just not painted up as far as that goes. It does have a slow-moving vehicle triangle and some taillights on the fender, lights around the cab, a little Case IH decal up there, front lights on the cab, as well as a GPS. And you can see this GPS is kind of newer style. It's gray, totally different shape. The older ones were more of a rectangle, and then they changed it, kept it white, and then they've moved on these last several toys to a gray one. Now, one detail that they've always done on these Magnums really well, paint the steps gray. So you can see that when you turn it. So that's really good. And there's some pretty decent, you know, you can see the detail in there on the side shields for the engine, and then the engine back in there as well on this side. And the hitch is going to be hooking to most of your Ertl implements. Nothing fancy as far as detail, but it does hook to Ertl implements and look nice. Now, one thing I have noticed on this particular unit that's a little different from most of our other ones, and I'll bring in another example. Here's a 400. This one came in the 75th Ertl anniversary. But you see this 400 says AFS Connect, and it's got that style grill. This 310 AFS Connect. 380 Farm Show AFS Connect. This older 380, it's got the AFS decal there. Now notice this 385. This one, no AFS decal. So I don't know if the new ones do not have that or if that's an option and some tractors have it and some don't. Or if, you know, it's just something missing on the toy. If I look at the packaging of the real one, I don't see it on there either. So maybe they just don't put it on there anymore. Or maybe it's an option. I'm not familiar enough with Case Magnums to know that. Let me know in the comments what the reason for that is, because I am curious, but that is something different on this particular unit from the other ones. And while we're on that, this 380 and this 385, I believe they're basically going to be the same unit, same engine. They've just turned it up, just get a little bit more horsepower out of, up the model number. They do that every few years, it seems like. With the model numbers, they just kind of bump them just enough to make it a little different. So this is the 385 Magnum. And windshield wipers on that, didn't point that out earlier. It's a nice piece. I think you can get this thing for around $10 or $12. It's not super expensive. And if you like Magnum tractors, it's a good one for your collection. One of those high horsepower row crop Magnums, 385. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, like reading them. Have a good one.